Well, here's the electric part of the drawer, the third box. And I've got a Actron digital multimeter that I use, and it's really get it out of the box here. Really has come in handy here because it's got the dwell on it and the tack and ohm meter and duty cycle and everything else on here. And it's really old, and it's Sunpro, and it's working on old cars and doing the dwell and all that. It's really they're hard to find. Just can't walk into the auto store and get them sometimes, but it's really been a nice tool for me. Got some. This is just all electric stuff when I need electric. Got some alligator clips here. These you get at like Office Depot, and they make excellent to stab wires and get in there, and it's just really a fine point. You can find all these at Office Depot and pick them up and for your test equipment. And then I bought these Lisle point things too that'll fit right on the my digital multimeter and so this is really it's a back probe, 17-piece back probe kit, so I'm fixed up for probes. And this here is a spark indicator, and little one you can carry in your pocket. Just stick it on the spark plug to see if you're getting fire, and it's a little time saver. And like I say, I'm into tools, so anything like that catches my eye, I go for it. And I'm showing you all this because a lot of this stuff people don't know it exists, and a lot of mechanics know about it and stuff, but you can buy it. And this here is a gas cap pick tool. So if you got the lock-in gas caps and you lose the key or something, and supposedly this will open that, will pick the gas cap for you, and you can get it off. You won't be locked out. And here I have a Blue Point ignition module tester, which I had in that other kit I showed you to check the modules. So I haven't used this, but I saw this at a garage sale or something, and so I picked it up, and it's just the wires here, the modules and stuff, and looks like it's got a battery thing there. I hadn't used it, but I'm just a sucker for stuff like that, and you never know you're going to use it. But I've got just gobs of these wires here to hook things up. I'll show you in another box, but I've got it. You know, you can set these up with these little points here and get in the back of things and stuff. But so this is the main one I use is an OTC circuit tester, and it's a logic probe tester. And this is it's really good for checking these modern cars where you got to have an ohm resistance, and you won't hopefully mess up your ECM. And then I got these come in handy every once in a while to hold on to the battery clip or something, and little wires like this, you know, little things. Here I got my continuity tester. that I use if I just want something quick. And I don't know what brand it is. Made in China, but it works. And I saw this at a garage sale. It was a computer command control sensor test adapter kit. So you can hook up some of the older map sensors and coolant. Well, yeah, I guess maybe newer cars too. So this kit here just is designed to hook up, you know, your wires. So I figured that'd come in handy someday. I hadn't used it, but it'll do all kinds of tests here. So I got that. It's made by Thexton. Thexton, I have several things at Thexton, and it comes in handy. Here's another thing I found in the garage, GM idle speed control adjusting kit. So I haven't used that, but you know, I saw it. You just don't see this stuff at sales sometimes, and it's made by Thexton too. And so I got that. Put it in the box, and then I got all kinds of old test lights in here. Some of them are Harbor Freight, some of them are, there's you know, one of these things you can pinch a wire with, and then I got some cable here with a built-in fuse for testing. And I'm just a nut for stuff like this. And here's another smart test light by Nova I haven't used, but it's a smart light, so it's got to be smarter than I am. And so you can use this for voltage and ground, and Nova makes good stuff, so I figured this is a pretty good light. So I picked it up as a backup light and stuff. And I know what y'all saying. You got backup to backup, and well, okay. So I got to do it. So I got backup to backup. That's anyway. It's fun playing with these stuff. And here I got another test light here with a little pinch, you know, and can't have too many tools. I mean, what's wrong with you folks? Like my son said, I told him, I said, man, look at that lottery. If I win that lottery, just think of all the tools I can buy. And he said, you fool. He said, you win the lottery, you can pay somebody to do it. I said, you just don't get it, do you? That's not why you collect tools. Why you have tools. I mean, he didn't get it. He didn't get the concept. I mean, even if you were, I'd still have tools, no matter what. So here's my still part of the I call this the third cabinet here. It's my metric drawer. So I like to line up my wrenches the best I can when I can. And so I just go and pick them up. So I got my metric set here. This is a Craftsman set. And then I got my Crowfoot here. And I think I bought these at Harbor Freight. Don't use them. And this is a cheaper set here too of SAE. And I got a metric set and an SAE set. So not real good brand, but. And then I saw this on Craigslist, and I said, you know, that's got a nice shape to it, this wrench here, and it's a 12, and I was trying to drain the oil in my generator the other day, and it came in handy. None of my other wrenches, I've lost a lot of strength in my hands, and none of my other generators would work. I mean, tools would work to drain that oil, and it was in such a funny position. But that one's so long, and I had it on there. I ran it through the generator and had my wife push down on it, and and I bought the Sunex set. It's got a lot of different shapes, and this might have worked on that too. This is a metric set. This is my metric drawer, and this is a nice set. Like I say, I thought Sunex is a good deal, and they're not as expensive as a lot of tools, and that's where I'm putting my money. So I'll show you, but you're gonna have to stay tuned. So this is my what I call my SAE set, and part of it, this is I have a lot of wrenches and backup wrenches, and when you go to garage sales and stuff, sometimes you buy a whole box of stuff, a whole toolbox of stuff, and then you come out with different ones, and I mean, like this little set right here, this little we'll call it ignition wrenches. You know, those things are expensive, but if you buy them at a garage sale, they're just really inexpensive. And most of these are Craftsman's. I've had these for years, and for 40 years, you know, and then I've lost some and misplaced them or whatever, and then I've added to it. But I've got wrenches galore everywhere, but sometimes you need two of the same size. And this is my just the box end drawer, and miscellaneous stuff like this, and odd sizes that you can get starters off with, and you know, these like this and stuff, and then I bought a Sunex, and here too, a Sunex Half Moon set in SAE, and so this is where I keep these separate. There's no metric in here. This is all SAE, but these are wrenches I need, every once in a while. This is an interesting drawer here. Let's see if I can get this light situated. I apologize for my lighting. I'll get it figured out one of these days. Keep trying different things, but so you gotta have a brass drift. Let's see if I can get a shot of it over here. It's a 3-piece brass drift punch set. So that's a really nice set. And then I've got some more bigger ones down here. This is a Mayhew, so I figure they're better brass than Harbor Freight. So I bought a nice Mayhew set. And then I've got a Harbor Freight set down here. And somewhere I got this little brass hammer. I've never seen one, and so it won't help too much, but it's okay. And then I've got just this pen set here, a drift pen set here. I'm trying to see what brand this is. Don't know, but it's a good one. It's not a cheap Harbor Freight or nothing, so every once in a while you got to have this to get you out of trouble, and different pens. And then I got a bigger set down in here for, let's see if I can take a look at what this is. This is a Blue Point Terminal Toolkit. And